All right, grace and peace, everybody. We're back. And I just want to give a quick update because today has just been crazy, man. Today, and I'm not here to like get the world's smallest violin going. However, I know for myself, one of the problems I have is I don't like a lot of craziness. I don't like a lot of shenanigans. I don't like a lot of stress, and I don't do well with it. I don't. So, y'all know that I had some issues with my vehicle last week. Got my vehicle out of the shop yesterday. Lady Dearwood Christian came home last night. Her check engine immediately light was on. No, I'm sorry. It's an engine malfunction. I'm like, what the heck? So I had to give her my car and I was going to take her car to the shop today. Thought that was going to be easy peasy. And she said, oh, yeah, by the way, you're going to be coming to my office to do the podcast today, right? I said, wait, hold on. Come on, babe. Are you for real? We had said it, but it never was put on the calendar. And I had actually reached out to her assistant and nobody ever replied back. And they all dropped the ball. So nobody had ever told me that I was supposed to be coming out there setting up a studio in our conference room for her to do a podcast in her studio in her office. So I said, well, I can't do it. I got to get your car to the shop. I can't get over that side of town without a vehicle. We're supposed to be meeting a family from church for dinner tonight. They've been really talking about this for a long time. Like, I can't just be like, oh, well, we'll just cancel because they've really been wanting us to come over for dinner. So, needless to say, my stress, my cortisol levels were going up through the roof. Matter of fact, it was so stressful that my coffee wasn't even good today. Like, that's how stressed I was. Anyway, I survived. So I told her, I said, I don't know what we're going to do. And I had already kind of determined in my head, we're going to do this podcast remote. We're going to do this remote. I'm going to produce it from the house. I'm not going all the way to your office. Her office assistant called me and tried every way possible. Like, I'll come pick you up, go take your car to the high school and bring your daughter's car. I'll meet you at the studio. You can take all the stuff and we'll go. I said, no, I'm not going to do any of that stuff. We're going to do this remote. So I called my wife and said, babe, I'm not coming out there. That's just not going to happen. Thankfully, whatever it was with the car was a very small fix. And that was resolved. But I don't know why the engine malfunction light was coming on. That was craziness. So but I told my wife, like, babe, I can't do that. That's just not realistic. I'm gonna rush out there, take the equipment. I know something's gonna go wrong, and we're gonna be in a hot soup. I said, this is what we're gonna do. So I got on the phone with her office assistant. I walked through a mock-up of how I was gonna produce the podcast remotely, and everything worked out fine. It worked out great. And she's super meticulous. So she was won over. So that was one way. And then my wife was she saw it. She's like, okay, well, everything's gonna be sunshine and rainbow. So she was good. That being the case, however, I have not got to work out today. So I'm very, very stressed because I have to in an hour we are going to dinner. I might literally just run downstairs, stretch real quick, hit the jump rope for 15 minutes and just call it a game. And that might be exactly what I do. Um, but we'll see. So I haven't worked out. I've had a lot of water though. I have chugged a lot of water. I haven't chugged the full gallon. I've got about half a gallon down plus some coffee. So I will try to fix that. And I have not pulled out my new book yet because there's no good reason. So I'm gonna do that right now. If you touch it, you're reading it. Don't touch it, Jason. All right, let's go with this one. All right, the crucifixion. I've read this several times. Oh man, it's got that mice print too. I'm gonna have to get my glasses. The Crucifixion by Martin Hegel. Hengel. What does a crucifixion mean? Great book. I'm looking forward to reading it again. And that's gonna be it. Um, So what I'm gonna do today is the 29th. So I'm gonna go over at the end of the month. I'll just go over my stats. I'll go over my YouTube stats, and that'll help me with my presentation of YouTube stats anyway. And I'll just go over them. April wasn't that good. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. I had all I had planned it out. I just knew it was gonna be a barn burner, starting with the election, going to Dalton, um, and all the shenanigans starting there, and then, of course, all the new stuff that's going on here. I mean, outside of Dalton and Thornton, and no, it didn't do well at all, unless yeah, unless the next 2 days, today and tomorrow, we just have, like, an absolute viral moment. This just hasn't gone that hot. So, what have I learned? I did start the process of finding an editor that I could start cranking out some material a lot faster. The problem is just getting it within the budget and making sure the vision is clear. Um, and just doing something new. Like again, nothing changes if you don't change something. And again, I'm a little bit stunned because I had big plans for April. I just knew April birthday. I knew that was going to just kill it. And actually, April was kind of stunk. Unless the numbers change significantly, April didn't do that. So I don't really know what to do with that one. So it was a little bit disappointing because I really had I'm still at 37,500 subscribers. Like I've just completely stuttered out. I don't know what happened. And yeah, it's just but it's all a learning process. So I'm not mad about learning. I'm definitely not mad about learning, but I have no idea what happened this month. Like, let me just pull this in real quick, just to share some numbers, I guess. Because again, my goal is to hit 10,000, um, hit 10,000 as my base, and I'm not anywhere near that. I have no idea what happened. So, I ended the month of March, um, was cooking. Let's just look at views. Had about 9,200 views. Went into that April 1st. That was the election day. Had about 6,400 views. Still not double digit. I don't know what happened right there. It should have been five digits for sure. That Wednesday, I guess everything calculated. Oh, now we're cooking, right? But then right after that, man, I'm in Dalton that day. Everything just kind of went low, and I have no idea what this 2,000 day is. That didn't even make sense. Like, what is that? So I was back on that Friday cooking, just really stymied out. Not really sure what happened. Tax day. What was tax day? We had a five digit day. I didn't even have a five digit day on my birthday, the 17th. I don't know what happened. Yeah, really, really. And this right here, I don't even know what this even is. Like a negative day. I have no idea what that is. And today I'm looking at hard, barely cresting 10 grand, 10,000 views. My average has gone down a lot. So I'm averaging 10 new subscribers a day and about 8,100 views. I need this number right here to be like 35, 45,000. I don't know what I've done wrong. So needless to say, man, April has been kind of got skunked. And I really, so needless to say, we'll be back on the grind. I mean, we're not on the grind. Let's just tell the truth. But we'll be back on the grind this month. May will have to be the month because I know I could do better than that. I know I've put out some good content. I put out some content that's kind of stunk too, though, and I don't know if it's truly because of something going on the platform, something going on in the background. I don't know. So my goal is just to keep put my nose down and just keep grinding it out. Um, I had some good videos this week, but I'm just surprised. I don't know what to say. I'm just a little bit surprised. I really thought that there would be a little bit more traffic, a little bit more movement. Definitely, I thought that I would be hitting, a steady stride of 10 to 15,000 views every day, and not so much. So we'll be going back to the drawing board. I'm probably going to start pushing out more content because I do know that I've reduced the amount of content I put out because I was hoping that one or two of them would bubble up. So I need to, I'm looking at my trend right here on in my analytics, and I see that um, yeah, I'm averaging. I used to average like 5 videos a day. Yesterday, the day before, even today, I've done two and three. Respectfully, I'm gonna have to. That's gonna have to increase because 3 videos is not enough. Clearly, and maybe have like a little. I have taken some time to look at some videos that have underperformed to see if there's something about them that I can do to help them perform better, or maybe go back and edit them, something like that. So I've done that, but it just hasn't popped like I thought. So I'm a little bit disappointed, but it just means I gotta get back to it. So just like today has been a stressful day and really didn't get my workout like I wanted to. So I would definitely not give this day is definitely not a 10 out of 10. I don't recommend. Probably like a 3 if I gave it an honest assessment, but that just means I got to go back. I know what I need to do. I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna get off. Matter of fact, here it is, right here. Probably gonna go to town as soon as I turn off the stream and make some room. Probably just run down there real quick and get 15 minutes jumping rope, which has been good. I really enjoy it. I didn't realize how much I missed jumping rope until yesterday. I was like, wow, I really missed this. So jumping rope and kettlebells are some of my favorites in-house activities besides just like lifting up heavy things. So those would probably be my three, and then like hitting my bike will probably be the best outdoor activity I enjoy. So I'm gonna go do a quick 15-minute jump session. I'm gonna chug all this water. Oh my gosh, that'll kick me over a gallon. And then I got my book to read tonight, but I got a live stream tonight, and we're gonna be watching that WGN. So we got a lot to do. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the encouragement. Hopefully it's something that said encourages you. Let me know what you think down below. I appreciate it. I will be stepping on. Oh, I did step on the scale. I did. I need to talk about that, but now I'm about to go. So I'll give you updates on that tomorrow. So everybody, thanks so much. Grace and peace.